So, Christophe Houver, gas balloon pilot extraordinaire, welcome to Air Sports News.
Hello, Regan. How are you?
Very well, my friend. Good to see you. We first met in that iconic, epic championships, Gordon Bennett Coupe du Monde 2017 in Switzerland with that incredible win of yours and Bossot's. It was just threading the eye of the needle. What a championship that was.
Yeah, it's always a good memories. Always, yeah. It was a really successful strategy, and we were quite surprised that no balloon was able to follow us. It was really a surprise, but a good surprise anyway.
Yeah, was it? I'm trying to remember. Was it about 30 kilometers? The gap between, was it Calais?
Yeah, 45 kilometers, and we spot that 1,500 kilometers before. That was a good goal.
And what was your winning distance again?
Something like 1,800 kilometers, and it was quite quick because the flight duration was 36 hours, something like that.
Yeah, and which of course led to the Gordon Bennett being back in France last year.
Yeah. Also a really good race. We made third, and we were also fortunate because we beat the French duration record.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the French absolute duration record in gas balloon. So with 89 hours of fly.
Incredible, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, world record owned by Willie is not so far because it is 92.
92, isn't it?
92 hours. Yeah, but we reached the border of the shore of Black Sea, so we could not able to beat it. But yeah, it was a great fly. Also, the two Swiss team were really strong, and we made third. They deserved it. They definitely deserved it.
And for the first time in a long time, no Gordon Bennett this year now.
Yeah. My feeling is shared because we all have a responsibility to stop the virus. So I do understand that everybody must bring social distancing. And it's all our responsibility to avoid the COVID-19. So this is my first feeling, but it remains frustrating because we like this championship. We like competing with the other team. It's always a good spirit, and and it's always a good opportunity to make unusual fly. It is a special moment, special organization. The European airspace is quite open, so it's always a great opportunity to make gas ballooning. And this is frustrating, but we do understand that it has been postponed.
Yeah, it is a great shame. You could argue there's nothing more social distancing than spending 4 nights 5 miles up in a basket, but of course we've got all the preparation on the ground and everybody all together. It is.
Yeah, that's the main problem. The public, the teams, that's the main problem.
Yeah.
But I think nobody can go against such a decision. Everybody is able to understand. Even it's hard to live, decision how to live, decision how to take. But I think that everybody is able to understand that.
Yes. What about you, Christophe? Have you been flying these last few months with the pandemic? Have you been on the ground?
Yeah, we have started a little bit in Houver. First, I think we can get hydrogen in Germany at this time. So we start with our own team to fly Houver in really private and just around our living area. We are flying Houver
Yeah. Many people, not just the public, but from other areas of aviation, might not be familiar with the difference between hot air ballooning and gas ballooning. I'll let you explain them both.
Yeah, it's quite easy. It's Archimedes, principle of Archimedes. You use a lighter than air gas to fly. Okay. In one case, hot air is lighter than cold air or ambient air. It's the way you use to fly, and to get hot air you use a burner. There is roughly 80 or 90 degrees between the outside and the inside of the balloon. And the other way to do it is to use lighter gas, like hydrogen or helium, and this is the other way to fly a balloon. So it's more specific. There are only few balloons in the world, maybe some dozen of balloons like that in the world, and the main advantage is the endurance of this balloon. As you know, in hot air, you're able to fly a few hours, and in gas, you're able to fly a few days. And in that way, the fly are totally different, because the fly distance depends of the wind speed, and also depends of the flight duration. So everybody will understand that if you fly several days, you will fly long, definitely. And in that way, we are able to cross Europe or US or Canada just within 2 or 3 days of flight, just pushed or steered by the wind.
It's an absolutely incredible event. My first time being involved was in 2017, and I didn't know what it was about. I got invited to come along and do some local reports, and I was absolutely blown away with it. It's the oldest FAI air sport, and it is probably the last great adventure in competition. It is like something out of the movies. The launch, all the teams up in the fanfare of the national anthem in front of 20, 30, 40,000 people into the night sky. You go on a mission which is like no other. It is absolutely mind-blowing.
Yeah, there are two spectacular parts. For sure, the takeoff sequence is really special, like you were describing it, with all the nation items. We'll take off most of the time at the sunset or at night. It's really something special. And the other point, which is really addictive, is the live tracking.
Yeah.
Some friend of mine, not especially involved in ballooning, spend the night and the day long just to update the tracking, just to say, well, is first, is not, what's the strategy? And the live tracking is really addictive, and everybody after a few days is able to understand what happened and what is the strategy in balloon. So it's a great way to share what we are doing and this adventure. It's like the Vendée Globe or something like that, where you follow the sailing ship, and so it's really addictive. And the live tracking bring another regard on this sport, definitely, I think.
How did you get involved initially? How did your ballooning start, Christophe?
Yeah, but I get my balloon license in 1996, and I was 23. My first race challenge was to cross the Atlantic. So I did that with Laurent Lajoie, he was my instructor, balloon instructor. And one day he told me, I would like to do a long distance fly. And I say, I've got an idea. We will cross the Atlantic. So he told me, One thing is they just organize it, technically, logistically organize it, and I will try to find the money. That's my part. And the job was shared like that. We did it perfectly. I learned a lot. It took 3 years to build this flight. It was really a great experience, and not only human on board, but all the preparation were really fantastic experience for me. And in September 2000, though this is it will be the 20th anniversary this year. It's a great moment, and we crossed in 6 days between St. John in Newfoundland to France, French Normandy. That's a fly of a lifetime. And after that, I started to give help to in headquarters in Gordon Bennett race. Probably we were the first to organize like that the ground team to bring the French team to success. It was a many years experience just to bring the ground level at a really competitive level. And then after some winning, I helped the Belgian girl in 2005 in Albuquerque to win. And after I started to work with Vincent. And one day Vincent told me that it was in 2012. He told me that he wanted to change his crew on board, and he told me that after a long thinking period, I make my choice. It's you. So if you say yes, I will continue. If you say no, I will stop. So it's you. And it was a special period because he won 2011 and 2012 editions. So in the 2013 edition was really special for him because you know that to keep the trophy, you need to win 3 in a row. Yeah. So the year I came in the basket was really special for that. And we took off from Nancy after rebuilding a ground team because I was in the basket and it was a success. So that's also a great memory for me. So yeah, so I did some few things in ballooning. That's always a passion. Now my job, my family take more time than in the past, but I'll always take a great pleasure to be in the air.
And Vincent, he's a record holder himself in Gordon Bennett.
Yeah, he's got the record. Yeah, because he win. Well, we win twice together, but he's got a 9 success scoring.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the record. Yeah.
And as well as the two pilots on board, there's a big team on the ground, which you were saying you were part of before. But I don't think people realize that how much effort is actually going in during the race on the ground with tracking the meteorology with the ground crew. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, everybody think, most of the people, even the pilot, think that the win is earned technically, but it's totally wrong. For sure, you must be well prepared technically. I mean, the balloon, the avionics, the communication, everything should be fine. But the decisive work is building a great team around you. We are nothing without our team. And our team, there are 2 teams, the chase crew teams. So they are crazy. They cross the Europe just to bring back the balloon. Sometimes they drive 2,500 kilometers just on the way, and 5,000 kilometers just on the two ways and the way back also. So and that's crazy. And the crew of the shadow are the headquarters. So we have different. By the time we have different way to do that. At the present time, we've got a headquarter, a manager who just in charge of talking to the balloon and put everything together, and that's a huge job, and to deal with the strategy. And after we have a Metman, we have 2 specialist ATC, and after you have two multitask people able to do what all the others do also, and to work when the others are sleeping. So it's quite a small team. If you compare that to Swiss 2, by the past they were 15 or something like that. And after, it's really difficult to manage the people together. So we try to find the best way to be efficient with our ground team. And it's also a hard job to find specialists, to find passionate. There's nothing to win. Just win a medal, nothing. There's no money. So you must bring the people just below you, just to be proud of the flight done, to be part of it. So it's really special on human points, and the victory is always behind this team, not behind the pilots. We are blind on board. You just know that it's sunny or cloudy or windy, etc. But the ground team made most of the strategy. We are still we keep the decision on board, but we don't build it.
Yes.
They build the decision. We keep the decision, and they think 2, 3, 4 days before the balloon, and this is really the success are on their shoulder. Definitely.
How soon before the race does the team come together? Is it days, weeks, months, when the work actually starts?
It depends which part of the team. With Vincent, for example, we see each other maybe 2 or 3 times a year, but I talk to him many times a month, just to be close to him, just to be share about small point. And during the summer, we try to share more time, just to prepare, to be well prepared. But knowing each other, it's key.
Yeah.
It's really key. And with the team, it's quite different. I spend a lot of time with the head of ground team. And on the same way, I spend some time with him just in front of a beer, sometime just to share. We really want to share that we've got to share the same point of view about the sport and the safety. And when you win and you make a good result, you always need to find the line between safety and sport. And you need to have on the ground people who are on the same philosophy as you on this subject.
Right.
We don't do that to make an accident or to get hurt or something like that. We just do that to make for pleasure. But of course, it's a championship, so there is always a sport part. But the first thing is to take pleasure, passion of the fly, and that's always the first thing. But anyway, when you start to prepare a fly 1 year before the fly, for sure, when you are in the air, you still want to be competitive anyway. So it's a lot of we need to share a lot with the team just to be well prepared, on the same philosophy, etc. So it's always important to share with people before the fly and not only during the fly. So, and we think that it's probably one of the greatest points of our team. It's really the way we manage to put the crew together. That's probably the thing as I am the more proud of.
Do you have any connection with the other French team, or do you keep it completely separate?
No. We always share the same HQ.
Yes.
We try to make some fly together, or one fly together during the year, but in preparation period, we try to spend more time together, especially with our grand team also.
Right.
Each team is quite independent. Each team decide their own strategy, but we share and we communicate about what each balloon is going to do, just to be fair one between the other, and also probably to be efficient for the nation, because we never forgot that a God-dominant race is a nation race.
Right.
So if a French balloon is not on the good position, it's always important to be sure that another one can be. And if a balloon can help the other one, it must do it.
Right.
So I don't know how it is in the other nation, but in France, it's become better and better each year.
It's really interesting, because it probably isn't the same with the other multi-team nations. Everybody's got their own way of doing it, yes?
Yeah, but it's something you can understand, because everybody wants to be first on a good place.
Yes.
And so you need to have 6 brains on the same line. It's always a hard job, not especially only in ballooning, but in life,
yes,
general speaking. So that's why also it's hard to get in line.
So can you see another gas balloon flight coming up for you before the end of this year? Are you going to have more opportunity?
Yeah, probably in October. We are looking forward October, probably. I know that Benoit Pelin tried to organize something during summer. We will see how it deals. But probably in October it could be more realistic. We will see.
Interesting.
We'll try to do a fly.
Yes.
I know that it's easier for the German. For us, it's quite more logistically complicated, but we need to do that, not especially for training, but to share some time airborne together.
How is the situation with the hydrogen? I was reading there's a shortage around at the moment, or is it okay for you to do?
No, I can't. I know that there is some few issues in Germany to get some, but I haven't got the detail. I can't tell you. I think that it will be fit out in the next months, but I have no precise information about that.
Right. Well, Christophe, it's been an absolute pleasure to catch up with you again, and I'm sure I will see you next year in Poland for the Gordon Bennett.
Yeah. I try. I am at the present time. I try to transfer my air ticket to postpone my air ticket for the next year. So we will see if I can do that. But yeah, for sure we will be there with Vincent.
Thank you very much. It's been great to catch up with you again, my friend. Until next time.
Okay, always a pleasure to share about ballooning.
Yes.
Thank you.
Take care, my friend.